every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. That linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line, and the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man down the middle. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's caught downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Texas offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gets it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Slings it downfield. Connection to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Back to throw, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Wingo. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Finds his man on the left. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on set on 1st and 10. Moore will throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got
couldn't find his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled him. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope.
Now at the 41, and your Oregon Ducks will take over 1st and 10.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Complete to start this drive. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
On the move, it's Whittington. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Lost to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up 4th down from the 43. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was...
Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Handoff to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
He's in open space downfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass.
Touchdown, Texas! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Texas, number 0. Ball's name in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Moore will throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. There he goes to the right. He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They kept that one off in style. A 74-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Play action. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Rushes on him. Finds his tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put in that push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Creates a little room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Try to get it to the edge. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He'll take it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. Fourth down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
On the run, it's Whittington.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Moore to the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum.
Turning it on. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
The Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's the way you execute our offense, man. try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Manning. He wants to take the top off. Catch it straight inside the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Catch in the middle, it's Benson. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Starts to scramble to the left. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake and bang!
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown! And the comeback is on.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Moore will throw. Flips it out on the screen. Steamrolls his way ahead. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. The 50. At the 30. The tag. Touchdown Ducks. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Spits it out to the back. Gets it out fast. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the running back. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He might want another play. To the air, it's Manning. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now you set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
It's a ball on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And it was so positive, and you did such a good job scrambling and making a play, but finish it. Finish that play understanding I got some positive yards. Let's get down. Let's take care of the football. Didn't do a good job at the end of the road.
They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The pitch to the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Moore to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Snowed under by the defense.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Coming up, fourth down.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Things did not go on the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Bringing the heat. Looking to scramble. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Oh, they're after him. He's got it down the right side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going for it all. Touchdown, Texas! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in again.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger and put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Moore will throw. Got his man quickly. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Whittington. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.